I hope you're having a great time at SLOconf. Thanks for checking out my talk, Survival Guide, What I Learned Putting 200 Developers on Call. First, a little about me. I'm a senior TPM at outreach.io. You can find me online in all the usual places. Let's be honest, 2020 was a total dumpster fire. I chose to commemorate this by deciding at the very last minute, of course, I was going to learn to cross-stitch to make Christmas gifts for my family. As long as you don't look at the back, I totally nailed it. In 2021, I'm also trying something new, giving this talk. I'll do my best not to bore you to tears. I hope you find at least one idea that gives you hope or inspiration for whatever situation you may be in. Feel free to reach out to me in the SLOconf Slack community. I'll be hanging out there this week. Let's jump into 10 lessons in 10 minutes. An on-call is a human, not a robot. Humans are messy and susceptible to emotional, mental, physical, or even social influencing factors. Each on-call engineer handles stress and learning differently. It's important to allow for this natural variance. It's unrealistic to expect humans to perform manual tasks perfectly and consistently. Humans require compassion and connection. Service level objectives, or SLOs, are an easily understandable language that helps humans operate systems more effectively. You are not alone. Most, if not all of us at SLOconf are grappling with hard challenges right now. When it comes to reliability, we're navigating a complex ecosystem within our organizations that requires orchestration of people, process, technology. Leverage your network of vendor relationships. You and your vendors share the same goal. You want your team to be successful, right? Partner with your vendors to conduct engineer training sessions, hosting office hours, or even facilitating leadership strategy deep dives. Through a conference, Slack group, or vendor intro, you can also connect with leaders at other companies and share ideas and sometimes just laugh, cry into a beer. The obvious is not obvious. A close colleague has had to beat this lesson into my head repeatedly and is now a standing joke between us when anyone says, "But that was obvious." The obvious is truly not obvious. What seems plain as day to you can be entirely overlooked by the person next to you, by no fault of theirs. Just ask the question or say the thing. Especially under pressure in incident situations, our brains are in overdrive and a simple reminder can help us all. All it takes is one brave person to think something might be obvious, but ask the question anyway. Like asking an incident commander, what is the customer impact? In this scenario, it could be the reminder everyone needs that it's been half an hour and they haven't even answered the single most important question yet. Make learning and growth visible. Building and operating reliable cloud services is an exhilarating and at times head-spinning journey of continuous learning. Learning and growth is a practice, a commitment to practice that must be visible across teams and leaders. This can look like an open door policy for postmortems, allowing interested engineers across teams to contribute to a given retrospective. It can be highly valuable to create a forum for authors to share their findings, learnings, and insights with the broader org. Cherish the opportunity to listen. Change is hard. Sometimes complaints are just a request to be heard or seen, and it's not something to fix, resulting in an action item. On-call rotations can create stress and tension for anyone, especially for the first time. Cherish the opportunity to listen for what is causing fear, uncertainty, friction, or struggle, and validate the human who is taking time to express it. We can't always solve all of our on-call problems, but we can listen, and that can be enough. Say what they need to hear. Leadership needs to hear the truth. They need information to make decisions. They are charting our course. Engineers need to hear what to expect and what is expected of them. Sometimes we wince a little knowing it will be a little uncomfortable. It helps no one when we downplay or soften something and it never gets fixed. Use SLOs as a tool to speak the truth and provide direct visibility to leadership. When you think you've said it too many times, say it one more time. Say it verbally, say it in writing, say it in Slack, say it in Zoom, say it in the org meeting, say it in the wiki. Just keep saying it. Embrace being an annoying, broken record about things that matter. Everyone is facing information overload from all directions. Assume no one read the first or the second request. Ask, what is the customer impact? Every single time until someone figures it out before you have to ask. Praise proactive homework. It can be difficult to gain visibility of work that prevents issues. So often the firefighting can take center stage. Cultivate opportunities to recognize proactive work. It can look like quietly working to make the next on-call shift more successful by implementing a weekly handoff mechanism, methodically updating SLO docs, eliminating noisy alerts that weren't actionable, or running a game day for the team. Recognizing proactive instead of hero worship builds sustainable engineering culture and reliable systems. Assume training is never enough. Great knowledge base, great diagram, onboarding session, they're ready, right? No, not even close. Assume no one read your doc and they were texting during Zoom training, or they forgot everything since their last on-call shift 8 weeks ago. DevOps teams and orgs are moving incredibly fast. It is impossible to keep all the documentation and training up to date. Continuous feedback loops, weekly or daily via on-call handoffs, can keep the whole team up to date on new changes to be aware of. Some days it can feel too hard, and other days it can feel really hopeful. This is the human experience, the human struggle. At SLOconf, we are part of an evolution within the software industry. So many organizations are faced with the same challenges today. We can learn from each other. We are defining the next generation of tools and corporate cultures. Know that you are doing some hard stuff. So in 10 minutes, we walk through 10 lessons I learned putting 200 developers on call. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I hope you are taking with you at least one idea. Thank you to all of the awesome humans that made this possible. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you in Slack. Oh, and then I have a dumpster fire playlist too, which if you're into that kind of thing, I will also post a link in the channel. All right, guys.